Good morning, St. Francis, and good morning, people of God. It is Thursday, the 17th day of March, 2022. It is Thursday of the second week of Lent. It is the 12th day of Lent. It also happens to be the optional memorial of St. Patrick of Ireland. So, as you can see, I am wearing my fancy green bowler hat today in honor of St. Patrick. Again, optional memorial, although many will celebrate it as a solemnity today. Green is one of our colors here at the Franciscan School, where I am at the courtyard, where we usually have morning prayer. It's a rainy morning today, so green is everywhere here on our campus today, and the children are also wearing green. And even you can see, move closer to it without tripping and falling, you can see that Gubbio has a garland of shamrocks around his neck with the statue of St. Francis over there. So St. Patrick's Day readings, though, have to be or should be from Lent, so they are. So the first reading from Jeremiah, in which God basically talks about, God talks to Jeremiah about what it means to trust in God. Again, and that those who do not trust in God are like an empty waste, are those who find their foundations in sand that shift and move away quickly. But the ability to trust in God, the ability to listen to God, the ability to believe and know that God knows what God is doing, provides its own rewards, provides its own way of getting through life itself, of experiencing the hills and valleys of life, and knowing that there is a direction to which our lives are going. This reading from Jeremiah is a bit problematic in one way, because it speaks of God who rewards according to deeds and things like that. That is not necessarily the gospel of Jesus, and this is where, again, the conflict between our brothers and sisters of the Reformation and the Church of Rome kind of arose. Again, it's like, do we earn our salvation? Do we do enough deeds that God recognizes us and then gives us, benefits and presents and gifts and all kinds of things like that? Or is it basically God's generosity that knows no bounds, that is extravagant in all its forms and its means? That is what allows us to have a hope for the future. To be able to try to earn anything in our lives is not really what God asks us to do, or how God arranges our world to be. This is where we also then have the issue with the gospel from Luke today, that it is Lazarus and the rich man. Again, the rich man who is never named, but Lazarus, a poor beggar who sits outside the front gate of the rich man's house, and the rich man takes no heed and pays no attention to Lazarus and his needs. Again, he is covered in wounds. The dogs lick the wounds, and it's just a terrible state this man is in. He dies. The rich man dies. Lazarus dies. The rich man dies. Lazarus goes to heaven, and the rich man goes to a place of torment. Again, hell, or whatever, again, a place where there are flames, it says, and things like that. And the man is in agony, and he wants Lazarus to help, and Lazarus can't, and Lazarus is with Abraham, and it's this whole thing, you made your way in life, and God is punishing you now, and now Lazarus, has got his reward because Lazarus had a difficult life. Again, this is where the question is, again, is God stingy with mercy? Is there no understanding of ourselves once we pass from this life to the next that would enable this rich man to feel grief because of what he failed to do, but then also because of feeling that grief could then move, into paradise, could move into a life with Lazarus. A God who picks and chooses based upon our merits and our deeds is a God who is very tricky to be around. And yet, again, as the resurrection will show us, God brings new life to everyone, especially those who wanted to have him condemned, who acted on that condemnation, and those who ran away and did not offer any support whatsoever. Knowing who people thought our God to be and what our God might be is something that in this season of Lent we are asked to consider, how correct that is, and from all of what Jesus preaches in the Gospels, how that shift in our understanding of who and what God is enables us to have confidence in a future, a confidence in a God who loves us, and a confidence in a God who guides us in all ways. And may the Lord give you his peace.